Welcome back to another electrical AC/DC circuits video. My name's Joseph, and here again I have
Tyler.
Today we're going to be showing you our AC/DC rectifier circuit hooked up with a 555 timer. Currently we just have it plugged into our breadboard. It's just the AC/DC rectifier. This is our drawing for our AC/DC rectifier with the 555 timer. We've already showed you the 555 timer in the previous video. You can go check that out. And over here we have our AC to DC rectifier. We have our 120 volts input. It's a 60 hertz frequency going to a 6.67 to 1 ratio, turns ratio transformer. And when we do the calculation, the 120 volts divided by the 6.67 turns ratio, we get a 18.1 volt output. It's going to our Wheatstone bridge, and then from the Wheatstone bridge it's going over to our capacitor or smoothing capacitor, and then we have resistors and a Zener diode smoothing out that frequency and controlling it to a 6.8 volt output, and makes it a smooth DC output, controlling our 555 timer, not putting too much current in. So the transformer from AC to DC allows us to control a DC output and power another circuit. So here we have a rough sketch of AC and DC wavelengths. The AC current is fluctuating positive and negative, but the DC, when we control it from AC to DC, it is with the smoothing capacitor, it is smoothing out that ripple and allowing it to be a constant DC voltage.
As you can see here, we now have our AC/DC rectifier circuit with 555 timer hooked up with power on, and you can see it is functioning properly. So here it's just a simple 555 timer circuit, nothing special. We have our power coming from our AC/DC rectifier going to our 1K ohm resistor, which goes to pin 7. And we have that also going to our 10K ohm resistor, going to our capacitor, and pin 2. Also coming from power, we have pin 4 and pin 8. Then as our output, we have two 1K ohm resistors in parallel to give us a 500 ohm limiting resistance for our LED output.
This is our simulation. As you can see over here, we have our AC input and our transformer going over to our Wheatstone bridge. It's easier to see this Wheatstone bridge. The current's flowing this way and this way when alternating one way, and then alternating this way and this way when it's going the other way. And it's all hooked up to the smoother capacitor, Zener diode, and resistors. And then it's outputting that 6.8 volts going to a input for 555 timer, letting the LED light and turn off. Thank you for watching our video. If you have any questions, always leave them in the comments, and we'll see you in the next electrical video.